Welcome to Movie Review Mom. I'm the mom and I review the movies. Today, the movie I'm reviewing is Boss Level. This movie will be available on Hulu only in 2021. At least that's the scoop for now. Maybe by the time it comes out, they will change their mind and make it available on other streaming platforms. So I'll keep you posted. But here are the deets on this movie. First of all, it is rated R. It's an hour and 40 minutes. And the movie review mom grade I'm giving it is a B plus. And I'll explain why. First of all, in a quick nutshell, I've always gotten a kick out of time loop movies like this one. This action sci-fi thriller feels kind of like a mixture of Deadpool and Groundhog Day. I don't know if you've seen either of those movies, but if you have, put those two together and this is the movie that you get. It's directed by Joe Carnahan and is an action flick that is entertaining enough for a fun COVID distraction during quarantine or when you're not in quarantine. Here are some tips for parents because it looks on the surface to be a fun movie for families, right? So here's the heads up. So one of my big goals for Movie Review Mom is to let you know what the content in a movie is and also film quality so you can make the best decision for you and your family. So there is a lot of profanity, including many F-bombs. There's tons of violence, tons of destruction, some pretty gruesome deaths with blood and gore and that kind of thing. Lots of alcohol, smoking, and an incredibly high body count. Now, I guess you could almost say that that would apply to a lot of cartoons your kids might watch, except for maybe the blood and the gore. So just giving you the heads up on that. Now, some themes that are actually illustrated in the movie are persistence, family, parenting. And here's a quote from Frank Grillo, who plays Roy Pulver. He says, "The past is to be left behind. It's designed for us so we can live and we can learn from it." And that's kind of the big message of the movie, really. So some of the things that I really liked about the movie are, first of all, I can't believe Frank Grillo's abs are real. I don't know if he pronounces it Grillo or Grillo. In Spanish, you would say Grillo. So sorry, I'm not sure, Frank, if you're watching this, and I hope you are. Eric Adabari plays Roy too, and really does look like Frank, except for taller. But again, you got to see Frank's abs in this movie. He takes his shirt off, and I'm like, is that real? I love Naomi Watts in every movie she's in. And so when I saw that she was going to be in this movie, I was like, all right, I'm excited. She's just a really great actress, and she does a great job in this movie as well. The cast also includes Mel Gibson, who has been cranking out quite a few movies lately, I might add, and seems to be recovering his career nicely. He experienced a spill and a spell where his career was kind of sinking down into the toilet because of some really ugly things that he said and did. Now, he today has apologized and says that it was because of his alcoholism. He was making bad choices and all of that. I believe in repentance and forgiveness. So I'm hoping he is a new man, a changed man. He is certainly a talented man. So it's really fun to see him in this. Also, Ken Jeong, who's always a pleasure to see. And when you just see him, you know that that scene is going to be entertaining, right? And Will Sasso, those are just a few of the actors in the cast, to name a few. There's really a great, fun music soundtrack and lots of references to other movies like Taken and Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark. And I always love it when movies reference other movies just because I'm a cinephile and all movies should be celebrated. I liked the intriguing way that the movie ended. It's a little ambivalent, which is great because it kind of leaves it up to your imagination as to what happens next. Everyone loves a happy ending, but I think movies that leave with an ending that's open to interpretation can be extremely effective and great fodder for conversation. You'll learn a little bit about the legend of Osiris. So it's actually a real thing. So you can Google that before you watch the movie if you want. And with a name like Boss Level, I'm really glad that they incorporated some video game elements into the movie. One of my sons loved playing video games. Well, not going to lie, they all love playing video games, but one of them was so obsessed. And I kept saying, as a good mother, stop playing so many video games. You need to develop your future talents for your future career, right? That's what a responsible mom would say. Well, guess what his career is now? Yep, he creates video games. He actually is a 3D animation artist at Blizzard, and he specifically works on the video game World of Warcraft. And in the Blizzard, this is a total tangent, but when you visit the campus of Blizzard in Irvine, California, they have this huge digital map that lights up anywhere in the world where people are playing the game. And it's always lit up. And I said to my son, you know what that is? And he's like, what? And I said, that's job security. Anyway, I'm thrilled. He loves his job. He's doing really well and is happy, and I'm so happy for him. Anyway, there's a good amount of humor to balance out the drama and the intense action during the movie, and I think that that's really important. Some of the dialogue is pretty amusing. Now, with that raving review, there were a few things that I didn't like in the movie. Some of the explosions look super fake. Some of the CGI looks great, and then at other times, not so much. So it's not really consistent. There's a chase scene with a minivan, which isn't a reflection on the film. I just thought that that was actually kind of funny. And it does get a little bit repetitive. I mean, the nature of the movie is that this guy is reliving each day and trying to learn from it to advance his efforts to solve this mystery, basically. And so there were a few times where I'm like, okay, we didn't really learn that much. Could have cut that part out of the movie. Let's move forward and advance the story faster. But actually, that really was it. I mean, it's not super realistic, and just go with it. I mean, it's a movie. It's meant to be fun. I consider this kind of a popcorn movie, although there are some interesting elements that will give you some good issues to talk about when you have a conversation after you watch the movie with whomever you watch the movie. Anyway, every time I watch a movie, I try to write down the funny lines and inspiring lines, and I leave them on my website at moviereviewmom.com. So you can run over there and check that out if you want to read all of those. But I'll just share a few of those with you right now. So there's this kid who's actually his son in the movie, but he doesn't know that that's his dad. And he kind of gets to know him a little bit. And he says, are you like that guy who has a particular set of skills? Obviously referencing Liam Neeson in Taken. And he, again, I just thought that that was kind of cute. And then there's this other character. He's big and burly, and he just got shot, or I can't remember how he dies. But anyway, and he says, I smell muffins. Do you smell muffins? It just made me laugh out loud. Okay, and there are plenty more on my website. Now, before I go, I wanted to leave you with a recommendation for another movie that I think that you'll really enjoy if you like this one, and it is called Live, Die, Repeat with Tom Cruise. Now, they actually changed the name of the movie, but I think that's the one that has stuck. But you can find it actually listed under another name. But anyway, check that one out. It's actually really well done and enjoyable. And that's it for my review of this movie. So thank you so much for subscribing, for those of you that have already. And if you haven't, that's really the best way that you can help. Subscribe, like the video, tell your friends, share it, comment down below. I'm giving you way too many calls of action. And if you really love what I'm trying to do here, I would appreciate your support over at Patreon. Thank you so much. Now, I will catch you in the next video. And until then, bye for now.